Hello and a warm welcome to all of you out there to the latest video on this channel. My name is David Scholl. I'm an anesthesiologist from Zurich, Switzerland and the inventor of the Visual Patient Avatar. In this video I would like to give a brief overview of all of the visualizations of the Visual Patient Avatar, so you will know all of them within the next couple of minutes. I just got back home from the Florida sunshine to the Zurich snow after spending a couple of days there visiting hospitals that are either already using Visual Patient Avatar or who will install Visual Patient Avatar soon. And that's where we realized that it would probably be good to have a short video that everyone can watch and that will teach the basics of the avatar. So here it is. The Visual Patient Avatar is all about situation awareness. It's easier for us humans to gain a quick overview of the situation by looking at an animated picture than by having to read and interpret a large amount of numbers, as has to be done in the conventional patient monitoring presentation. The visualization concept of the Visual Patient Avatar is inspired by aviation. I'm also a pilot and I even did some of my flight training in Florida. Synthetic vision helps pilots to increase their situation awareness because just like the Visual Patient Avatar, it translates the numerical information into a picture that looks just like the outside world. Just like in the avatar picture, we see the numerical information as pictorial information that we can more easily perceive. We extensively studied the Visual Patient Avatar and we found that it improves information transfer because it allows us to perceive the status of multiple vital signs at the same time. It allows for peripheral vision monitoring and for monitoring from a distance. As most accidents and incidents in aviation, as well as in intensive care and anesthesia, are caused by breakdowns in situation awareness, the Visual Patient Avatar serves as an additional layer in the Swiss cheese model of accident causation. So in the Visual Patient Avatar, the heart rate is represented as this yellow arrow that moves across the heart. If the heart rate is normal, it moves at a normal rate. High heart rate, low heart rate. The arrow represents the electrical conduction system of the heart, which in textbooks is frequently shown as yellow. If we also measure a respiratory rate, for example through thoracic impedance, the lungs start to breathe, either at a normal rate, a high rate, or at a low rate. So this is what the avatar looks like when only the ECG is connected. From the ECG, we can also get SD segment information, which is shown as a dark spot over the heart representing an ischemic myocardium. Can be either multiple, posterior, anterior, or inferior, depending in which leads the deviation occurs. When we also connect an SpO2 sensor, we will get a pulse. You can now see that the heart started to pulsate to show there is a pulse instead of just electrical activity. And you can see the pulse wave moving through the body. Again at a too high pulse rate or at a too low pulse rate. We also get oxygen saturation information. This is the regular skin color of the avatar, which was designed to represent all kinds of skin colors. This is what the avatar looks like when it's desaturated, purple, to indicate cyanosis. At 100% oxygen saturation, the avatar may be set to a light blue color that represents the color of liquid oxygen to indicate a high oxygen saturation, and to maybe motivate you to check if the patient really needs 100% oxygen saturation. When we also measure a blood pressure, the dashed outline of the body will turn to a solid outline. This means that you have a current blood pressure measurement. Too high blood pressure, too low blood pressure. the pulsation does not reach the normal white line. If you also have a CVP, you will see this in the vena cava. Safe CVP, low CVP, high CVP. Now we connect the patient to a ventilator, and you will also see the expiratory CO2 cloud, which can be safe, too high, or too low. The patient just barely exhales CO2. We also get airway pressure from the ventilator. This is the safe airway pressure, a high airway pressure, or a low airway pressure. Inspiratory oxygen can be shown as high, normal, or too low. It is shown in the color of the lungs, with the light red color here representing regular lung tissue. Now the patient is ready to be intubated, so we also connect a brain activity sensor. It opens its eyes, and as soon as we give some propofol, the patient falls asleep, they're closing their eyes. Now we give some rocuronium, and the patient shows a relaxated neuromuscular state. Body temperature can be shown as too low or too high. If you also measure tidal volume, the patient may have regular lung excursions, too high or too low, with the lungs not reaching the normal white line. Cardiac output is shown as the state of the aorta, which can be safe, too low, or too high. The thresholds of the visual patient avatar by default are set slightly toward the inside of the acoustical alarms. Thereby the avatar will indicate a little bit before an acoustical alarm will sound. The thresholds of the avatar can be set via the care profile. When you tip on the avatar, the menu will open where you can see the selected source for a vital parameter in the avatar and also its upper and lower thresholds. Avatar screens can be configured to show a large avatar or a very small avatar. The design of the avatar representation is intentionally cute, because cuteness is a strength. It creates engagement, trust, and emotional connection. It's a design that transcends age, gender, skin color, because it's a general model of a patient. It is great for interprofessional care because it levels the playing field. Everyone can and will use it. It vibes very well with children and patients' families. The visual patient avatar is used in 45 countries around the world, with the New York Presby being the first US site and the Nicklaus Children's Hospital being the first children's hospital in the United States. If you're not yet convinced, let's play this game together. You will now see 9 of these Philips monitors. Please try to find the one patient that's desaturated, meaning a saturation of less than 90%. We'll stop it at 10 seconds. Have you found it? It's patient 7. Now we'll do the same with 2 desaturated patients, but we have visual patient avatar. Let's see how long it takes you. Usually, it just takes a couple of seconds to identify the 2 patients. That's the power of the visualization. Thank you very much for watching the video to the end. Please also consult the quick reference guide. For additional information, visit visualpatient.org and watch the other videos on this channel. And thank you to Southeast Florida for becoming the first US avatar hotspot. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plains. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good in brotherhood from